Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate that. So, the support. You can tell it's Sunday. Anyway, check it out, guys. I did a story on Friday from news that occurred earlier that morning, in which a Rochester Hills neighborhood out there in Michigan, two guys posing as DTE energy workers caused a violent home invasion in which a 73-year-old man lost his life and his wife was tied up. And they looked like he was in an affluential neighborhood. This guy was a jewelry store, pawn shop owner. These people targeted him. He lost his life in his own house. Now, I said all I'm about to say about that, but some new information has came out. He said there were two men. One was a male Hispanic, the other one was a black man, and the male Hispanic has been caught. So I'm gonna show you this series of videos to get you caught up and then to talk a little bit about this guy that was arrested and where they found him at. Take a look.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Or DTE, we're checking for gas leaks.
Breaking tonight, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office releases new video in hopes to catch the suspects posing as DTE workers in a homicide in Rochester Hills. The Sheriff's Office says that video from a Ring doorbell camera could catch the men wanted in the murder of a 72-year-old man. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Will Jones in for Devin Skillian. Investigators say the victim's wife was found tied up with their hands duct taped. Take a good look at your screen right now. This is one of the men deputies say posed as a DTE worker. It happened at a home on Newcastle Drive, not far from the intersection of Dutton and Squirrel Roads. Deputy hopes these new images can help get these suspects off the streets.
Two individuals, a thin African American male and a heavy-set Hispanic male, approached the house and said they were DTE workers looking for a gas leak. They had a placard on the side of a white pickup truck.
Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard giving us the details of a horrific homicide that unfolded at this Rochester Hills home on Newcastle in the Hawthorne Hills subdivision. Just before noon today, two men posing as utility workers. The sheriff says in no way were they connected to DTE or any other crew.
Additionally, we've recently learned that they came last night at about 10 o'clock last night and also said the same thing, but they were not given admittance into the house last night. They came back this morning with the same thing, said there's a gas leak. They were allowed in the house. The husband went to the basement with them where the gas comes into the house, and the wife never saw him again.
The 72-year-old man was found by sheriff's investigators dead in the home's basement. The two men then duct taped the man's wife in a room upstairs. How her husband was killed remains unknown right now.
We're not sure exactly the cause, quite frankly, because there was so much blood. We're not sure whether it was any kind of gunshot or a blunt force trauma or what caused his injuries at this point.
Tonight, DTE is issuing tips to protect you from falling victim to impersonation scams like this one.
First, check for identification. Legitimate DTE employees will always carry and show photo ID badges. If they don't, you should not, of course, let them in your home. Also, there are no unannounced visits. DTE will always try to contact you before coming to your home, so be suspicious if someone arrives unexpectedly, and verify with DTE before allowing anyone into your home. Call DTE to confirm their identity and whether there is a service appointment scheduled.
The victim of this horrific murder owned the pawn shop behind me here in Hamtramck, and the Oakland County Sheriff's Office told us on Friday him being a small business owner could be the reason he was targeted.
On Sunday, authorities announced that one of the two suspects involved in this man's death has been charged with murder, with robbery being the underlying felony on the murder charge. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard says 37-year-old Carlos Hernandez and an accomplice posed as DTE workers on Friday in order to get into the victim's house in Rochester Hills. Once the two men were inside, they allegedly tied up the victim's wife and then murdered the victim, who has been identified as 72-year-old Hussein Murray. Hernandez was arrested on Saturday in Shreveport, Louisiana, after local deputies spotted a vehicle that matched his car's description. Police are still searching for the other suspect in this case. Now listen to what Sheriff Bouchard had to say about Hernandez's criminal history.
He did have a criminal history. As a matter of fact, there was outstanding warrants for him out of Ohio. And that also helped us in the process to get up this nationwide manhunt before even we had our warrants in hand.
Now, keep this in mind when it comes to DTE workers. The company sent us a statement saying that if any worker is going to show up at your house, they will call you first. Now, if you are unsure if someone is who they say they are from the company, you can call DTE and they can tell you that, or you can check their badges. Reporting in Hamtramck, Tierra Braddock, 7 News Detroit.
And one suspect is behind bars facing charges in connection to the brutal murder of a man from Rochester Hills. We're talking about 37-year-old Carlos Jose Hernandez of Dearborn. He was arrested in Louisiana yesterday. Hernandez and another suspect are accused of killing 72-year-old Hussein Murray inside his home in Rochester Hills. Police say the two showed up and were pretending to be DTE workers who were looking for a gas leak. Hernandez is being transported back to Michigan. The other suspect remains on the loose and should be considered armed and dangerous.
All right, that's the news of this fat-ass dude getting caught in Louisiana. Now, I don't know if he was trying to head for the border or head for a buffet, but either way, you can't hide 300, 400 pounds. You fat as hell. Tattoo on your neck showing. You got a face mask on. I'm going to tell y'all something. The way facial recognition is nowadays, it's so high tech. All they need is the bridge of your nose and your eyes and a nice shape oval of your head. A lot of times you can wear a hat and they can still catch you. If your face, if they can make out just those 3 factors, they can pick your face out of anything on the internet or in any police database. I think they caught him. I don't think it was facial recognition. It could have been, but they caught this guy fast. I think they caught him because they ran that one part of his face through the database and picked up on him, got a name, and he did similar crimes in other places. You see, they said he had him in other places with crimes. I think they were similar. That's his MO. Because if you seen when he pulled the clipboard out, it had some writing on there. I guess you can get that off the internet. But I'm going to be honest with you. Anytime somebody hears gas leak, a lot of times it puts people in a panic and they let people in. A lot of people are not thinking that people with vests come into the house and stuff like this, and they had the sign, the DTE sign on their car. A lot of people are thinking, hey, you know, ain't anybody going to do you no harm. But these criminals are like doing a lot of stuff that's messed up. Now, you know, DTE had to go and make an announcement. Hey, listen, we'll call you before we come. We don't just show up at nobody's house. But when you say gas leak, they playing on the principle of when you hear gas leak, you're going to be scared. Oh, my God, I hope it's not my house, and let them in. Luckily, these people didn't let them in that first night. And I think it could have been worse at night where the getaway could have been cleaner. So these guys came in the house, killed this man, searched around, and then left 20 minutes later, left the lady tied up. I want you to think about that. It didn't even say they took anything. So just for the opportunity to go in the man's house who you think has a lot of stuff and leave with next to nothing, but take his life, that shows what kind of piece of shit you really are. And they said that other dude is at large. Not feeling that. Fat as he is, they could have cut bacon off his back and his motherfucking ass would have told where that guy was. Ain't no damn way he's sitting up there and not saying nothing. That right there let me know that the justice system got problems. 2 people do something, or 2 people or more do something. You catch one of them, he sit there. I ain't gonna snitch. Oh, you'll talk for me. I'd have took one of them knives and one of them fillet knives and took one of his ears off. Where's the other dude? I mean, hell, they killed somebody. It can't get no worse than that. You gonna sit there? Valuable time is being lost because this person want to keep their mouth closed? Or y'all too stupid? You know what? Leave it alone. Either way, man, they caught one of the dudes. They'll most likely catch the other guy. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This guy died on a Friday, y'all. A Friday. built a business, had a brick and mortar, was successful. You've seen the extent of his achievements by the house he was living in. And I'm sure he did a lot for a lot of people. We don't know if that guy was a sole proprietor or not, if he had kids or whatever. But either way, they probably shut down the business. A lot of people lost their jobs because there's some assholes that wanted to be greedy, take somebody's life for nothing. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.